paradox of seeking happiness, why you must let go to find it. We all want to be happy. It's the one thing that unites humanity, the common goal we strive for in every decision we make. Yet despite this universal pursuit, so many of us find happiness elusive. We chase it in careers, relationships, possessions, and accomplishments, only to discover that the moment we think we found it, it slips through our fingers. Why is that? Why does happiness seem so fleeting? Today we'll explore the paradox of seeking happiness and how letting go of the chase can lead to the fulfillment you've been searching for. The misconception of happiness as a destination. From an early age, we're conditioned to believe that happiness is something we achieve. It's tied to milestones, getting a promotion, finding the perfect partner, buying a dream home. Society tells us, work hard, sacrifice now, and one day you'll be happy. But the truth is, happiness isn't a destination. It's a state of being. When we treat it as a goal to be reached, we turn it into a moving target. Every time we achieve one milestone, another takes its place, and the cycle of longing begins anew. The philosopher Alan Watts put it perfectly. This is the real secret of life, to be completely engaged with what you are doing in the here and now. And instead of calling it work, realize it is play. Happiness isn't something you arrive at. It's something you cultivate in each moment. But to do that, we must first dismantle the false belief that it lies somewhere in the future. Why chasing happiness creates suffering. There's a paradox at the heart of happiness. The harder you chase it, the further away it feels. This is because the act of chasing implies a lack. When you say, "I'll be happy when," you're telling yourself that right now, you're incomplete. You're postponing your joy to a future that may never come. And in doing so, you rob yourself of the opportunity to experience the happiness available to you in the present. The Buddhist concept of attachment speaks directly to this. When we cling to the idea that something external will complete us, we create suffering. Happiness becomes conditional, dependent on circumstances that are often beyond our control. But when we let go of this attachment and stop seeking happiness outside ourselves, we discover something profound. True happiness is internal. It's not about what you have, it's about how you see. The role of acceptance in happiness. Happiness doesn't come from avoiding pain or struggle, it comes from embracing life as it is. We live in a world that tells us to avoid discomfort at all costs, to numb ourselves with distractions and chase fleeting pleasures. But true happiness isn't about avoiding the lows, it's about finding peace within them. Acceptance is the key. This doesn't mean resigning yourself to misery or giving up on your dreams. It means acknowledging reality without resistance. When you accept what is, you free yourself from the constant battle to control everything. You begin to see that even in life's challenges, there is beauty and growth. Happiness, then, becomes less about avoiding suffering and more about learning to coexist with it. The power of gratitude. Gratitude is one of the simplest yet most powerful tools for cultivating happiness. It shifts your focus from what's missing to what's already present. In our pursuit of more, we often overlook the abundance that surrounds us. The job we once prayed for becomes mundane. The relationships we long for become routine. We forget that the life we're living now was once a dream we worked hard to achieve. Take a moment to reflect. What are you grateful for today? It doesn't have to be monumental. A kind word from a stranger, the warmth of the sun, or even the breath in your lungs. Gratitude reminds us that happiness isn't found in the grandiose. It's found in the small, everyday moments we often take for granted. The illusion of control. Much of our unhappiness stems from the belief that we can control everything. We set expectations for how life should be, and when reality doesn't align, we feel disappointed. But life is inherently unpredictable. The ancient Stoics understood this well. They taught that while we can't control external events, we can always control how we respond to them. This is liberating. When you release the need to control outcomes, you free yourself from unnecessary stress. Happiness isn't about bending life to your will. It's about adapting to what comes your way with grace. Letting go of control doesn't mean giving up. It means trusting that, no matter what happens, you have the strength to navigate it. Finding joy in the present. We've all heard the phrase, live in the moment, but how often do we truly do it? Our minds are constantly racing, dwelling on the past, worrying about the future, or distracted by screens. Yet the present moment is the only place where life exists. It's where happiness resides. Mindfulness is the practice of grounding yourself in the now. It's not about achieving some mystical state of enlightenment. It's about fully experiencing what's in front of you. The next time you eat a meal, savor every bite. The next time you're with a loved one, put away your phone and truly listen. These small acts of presence can transform ordinary moments into sources of profound joy. The freedom of simplicity. In a world that glorifies hustle and accumulation, we often equate happiness with having more. More money, more possessions, more achievements. But studies consistently show that beyond a certain point, more doesn't make us happier. In fact, it often complicates our lives and adds stress. Simplicity is the antidote. It's not about living with nothing. It's about focusing on what truly matters. When you let go of the unnecessary, whether it's material clutter or emotional baggage, you create space for happiness to flourish. Simplifying your life is an act of self-care, a way of saying, I choose peace over chaos. The joy of connection. Happiness is rarely a solitary endeavor. While it begins within, it's amplified through connection with others. Genuine relationships, built on trust, empathy, and shared experiences, are among the greatest sources of joy. Yet in our quest for success, we often neglect the people who matter most. Take time to nurture your relationships. Call a friend you haven't spoken to in a while. Spend quality time with your family. Show kindness to a stranger. These acts of connection remind us that we're not alone in this journey, and that happiness is often found in the bonds we share. The courage to let go. Happiness requires courage. The courage to let go of what no longer serves you. This might mean walking away from toxic relationships, shedding limiting beliefs, or releasing the fear of failure. Letting go is an act of self-liberation. It creates space for new opportunities, new growth, and new happiness. Remember, letting go isn't about losing something. It's about gaining freedom. It's about choosing yourself and your well-being over the comfort of familiarity. Every time you let go, you take a step closer to your true self. Conclusion. Happiness is a journey, not a destination. Happiness isn't something you find, it's something you create. It's not a goal to achieve, but a way of living. It's in the small moments of gratitude, the quiet acts of presence, and the courage to embrace life as it is. It's found not in chasing, but in letting go. The paradox of happiness is that you only find it when you stop looking for it. When you focus on living fully, accepting yourself, and connecting with the world around you, happiness becomes a natural byproduct. So stop waiting for happiness to arrive. It's already here, waiting for you to notice. Your journey begins now. Embrace it, live it, and let happiness find you. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share to support our channel. We truly appreciate your support, and we'll see you in the next video.